So back when I was 17 in the summer 2008, over a couple of days I realized something wasn't right. Starting to feel nauseous, tired. I thought maybe it was just because I was playing all the sports and working out. Maybe it's just I need to slow down and get some rest. When I was lifeguarding at the time Antietam pool, I was exhausted, so I took a nap. I woke up, and then after I woke up, I realized there was a bunch of spatial disorientation. My heart was racing, and so I knew something wasn't right. Went to doctors. They really didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe it was a viral infection, or maybe it's just a little bit of anxiety. So for 3 months, this continued, and I knew something wasn't right. So finally, after 3 months, I went into a doctor ran pediatrics, Dr. Raymond Hubbard, and then he did his whole table test, and he said, no, you have post-orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which is known for POTS. And so when I was 17, that's what they diagnosed me with. And so for the past 9 years, it's been like a roller coaster. I feel good. I'll seem to adjust to ordinary life to make it through, and then I'll have something that sets it back, and then I'm out for weeks or months into recovering again. But finally, this past October, for a year and a half, it seemed like everything was going good. I started working at Hertz Rent-A-Car. I worked my way up to assistant branch manager, and then I was also, within a week, I was being promoted to branch manager down in Norristown. Before that, I could even go to Norristown. During that week, I was coming back from Shoemakersville. I stopped at a body shop, and while I was at the body shop, I ended up collapsing. And I woke up via ambulance going to the Rang Hospital. And then after that, everything was set back to I was 17, and I knew it was going to be a good month to recover, and I had to resign. Out of frustration, I started writing, because I feel like every time I was moving forward in life or doing good, I thought I had under control, something always happened to bring me back. I just felt like I could never get ahead. So I started writing out frustration. I realized, maybe I can use this and make a positive outlook on it. So I reached out to other people with my illness through social media or anywhere I could find people that were going through what I was going through, and they were all more than willing to help. And I said I want to make a book, and I was like, I'm going to make this happen. And so finally, after months, on March 29th, the book came to fruition. I released it, and it's called So Close to Death, Yet So Far Away. And it's a story based on post-orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. The first part of it is just me telling my story. A little bit before, history about me before I was diagnosed, how I started not feeling well, how I became diagnosed, and then what it was like for those 9 years, and then when I collapsed from there on. So I told a little bit of my story, and then after I tell my story, that's when I share interviews with other people that are diagnosed with it, so you can see their part of the stories. I also interviewed their mothers of people, those that have children with POTS, so you can also see from a parent's point of view. And then I interviewed 6 doctors, which one of them was Dr. Jeffrey Boris, who is down at CHOP, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, who's a specialist in POTS. So I was able to interview him as well. So you also get the doctor's point of view, because it's interesting to see how even doctors have different points of views on the illness. That's kind of shows how much research still needs to be done. After I published my book, one of the main things is one of the reasons I made it was to bring awareness to the illness. And I figured I got to do whatever I can to get awareness out there. And I know, my book is online at Barnes & Noble's website. So I came to the local Barnes & Nobles, and I just asked, do you do anything like author signings? And they said, the date and everything, and they'd be more than willing to take me being a local author. If people were educated, it's easier to open up because they have knowledge of it. When someone has a more common illness like diabetes, you just say, this is what I have, and people know what they're talking about. So I guess my future goal is, in the world, hopefully in the future years, is people that have POTS can say, this is what I have, and people just, they know what they're talking about. They feel free to open up about what they're suffering from. So that's what I just want people to know what the name is. Even if they read the book and maybe they still don't quite understand it, because maybe it might be a little bit complex, at least they know what it is and they heard about it before. So I have a website where you can get the books through the website too. It's www.soclosetodeath, so far away, the title of my book, .weebly.com. Okay. And then on there you can find information about me, contact info, some of my stories, different events I've done, or future events that I'll be doing as well.